I am pleading with you to please, if you feel if you feel distracted, if you feel in yourself that everything is not making sense, that you do not like your life, if you are self-loathing, if you just want your life to be better, please strip away the distraction of 60-second videos. I'm not kidding. Deciding to delete Instagram and TikTok for 2 weeks is most definitely the best decision I have made ever since I turned 20. I am not even kidding. The reflections that I had during this period is something that I have needed all my life, and I feel like I am going to be needing until the day I die. Hi, welcome to Leah's Little Corner, where we talk about the things that are supposed to be sleeping in our note apps, the things that are keeping us up at night, the things that are going to make us successful people, the things that disturb us, but at the same time, the things that make us the best version of ourselves. This is my first YouTube video. So if you love to have deep talks, if you love psychology, if you love human emotions, if you love to talk about the things that you think about, make sure to hit the subscribe button. So here's the thing. I decided to delete Instagram and TikTok for 2 weeks because I was self-loathing. I realized that I did not like myself. I did not like who I was. And I also noticed that I had been spending so much time on social media. This is as a person that loves being offline. And I think that is the exact reason why I started to feel like I wasn't myself anymore, because I normally do not spend so much time on social media. The most time that I will spend on social media is 3 hours per day. But I realized I had been going 10 hours, 12 hours on social media. Doing what? Just scrolling. I just did not like myself. I did not like what was going on in my life. I did not like the way I was spending my days. I did not like the way I was spending my time. And it's not just about not being productive, it's about feeling so mentally exhausted that I do not even enjoy the things that I would normally enjoy. Like K dramas. I watched one K drama for a month. Guys, one whole month. I used it to watch one K drama. That is not me. So after I noticed all of this pattern, all of this behavior, I decided that I was going to strip away the distraction of 60-second videos. I do not want to be distracted anymore. I want to know why I am getting to the point where I'm starting to hate myself. And initially, my plan was that all of the pending work that I had carousels that I had not designed, I had videos that I had not made, I had videos that I had made but I had not edited, I had videos that I had edited but I had not posted. And yeah, also I had a community to start, which I already started now. Alhamdulillah, lost and found a community for struggling Muslims. If you're interested in that, I'm going to be linking it in the description. But yeah, I had so many things in my mind, and I thought that, oh, as I am going into hibernation, as I am deleting Instagram and TikTok, I will be completing all of these things, and in the next 2 weeks, I'll be up and running. That was what I thought was going to happen, but it didn't. For like the first 3 days of those 2 weeks, I would instinctively open my phone, even while walking, guys. While walking, I noticed that I would just pick up my phone. It was like reflex. Like I didn't even think about it. I just picked up my phone and I just tried to open Instagram, and I just realized that, oh, it's not on my phone anymore. And then I'm like, why? When did it become like that? Since when did we start doing that? I used to have days where I would not even remember that I had Instagram on my phone. I had days where I would not remember that I had TikTok on my phone. Why is it that we will be doing something productive? I'll be doing something for my life, and then I'll be checking Instagram for what? Why? And from that observation that I made, I realized that there are three causes. Number one, I wasn't spending enough time alone. I am a person that thrives when I'm alone. I I just love existing by myself. That is just how I am. That is how I thrive. I enjoy spending time with myself. I don't have that problem of, oh, I don't want to be alone, or oh, I don't. No, I want to be alone so bad. Like so bad. So for the 4 months leading up to when I started feeling like that, I wasn't spending enough time alone because I was going to classes, and then after classes, I would go to a friend's house with other friends. I spent so much time with other people, and The second thing that I noticed is that I tend to adopt other people's lifestyle. When I am not in my own space, I tend to adapt to how you live your life. If I would normally wake up at 6 a.m., but I am with you and you wake up by 10 a.m., even if I wake up by 6 a.m., if you're still in bed, I am also still in bed. I don't know why. I do not know why that is, but I tend to adopt to other people's lifestyle because I have realized that I'm the youngest in the family. So whoever I am with, I am working on their own time. I do the laundry when they say I should do the laundry. I do the dishes by myself. That one, they don't tell me to do the dishes. I just do the dishes. And I help with their kids when they ask for it, even if I have plans of my own. And for me, once one thing has been disrupted in my plans, I feel so like everything is disrupted. Like everything is just disrupted. Once I plan my day that this is how my day is going to go, once somebody just influences it and it just I'm like, oh goodness Lord, what am I going to do? And then at the end of the day, I just don't and I just end up not doing all of those things. I realize that I thrive being alone. I need to spend less time with other people. And the third cause is that the friends that I was spending my time with, they are people that like to use social media. I have realized when I'm with my friends, a lot of times they are pressing their phone. I'm the kind of person that when I'm with a friend, I'm not really, you know, I'm not really on my phone. I'm not on my phone. I'm speaking with my friend. But my friends have businesses that they are running online. My friends have boyfriends that they are talking to. My friends just have they have people that they are talking to online. They have people that they need to be online for. But for me, I do not have anybody to be online for. I don't have anybody to be online for. And because I'm spending so much time with them, I just tend to do what they are doing. Since they are pressing their phone, they are not talking to me, they are pressing their phone. So I'll just carry my phone and start pressing. So it just became a habit that I had formed from being around people so much. Even when I went home, my sister has an online business like 247. Our online business is running. She's always online. She's always with her phone. She's always checking her Instagram. She's checking her WhatsApp. She's checking her Telegram. She's checking her TikTok. That's just how she runs her business. But me, that I don't have an online business, I'm spending my time with her and I am adopting her behaviors. I am adopting her habits. I am adopting the things that she is doing, even though they don't serve me. So after I realized those three things, I just decided that, oh, that's it. I am going to stop spending so much time with people. I am going to be with my friends. I'm going to be with my sister and everything. But I need to set boundaries. I need to set limits to how much time I spend with them. If this is how it's going to be for me. When I am strong enough to stand on my own, when I'm strong enough to maintain my habits, no matter who I'm with, then I can spend 50 hours with them in the same place. And then after 3 days, I got addicted to a game. It's so funny that I was trying to not get addicted to social media, but I got addicted to a game. And I realized that I am a person that needs something to be obsessed with. I always need something to be obsessed with. At some point in my life, I was obsessed with K-pop. At some point in my life, I was obsessed with K-dramas. At some point in my life, I was obsessed with being a musician. At some point in my life, I was obsessed with copywriting. At some point in my life, I was obsessed with being a content creator. And since I am somebody that needs to be obsessed with something, I decided that I was going to be obsessed with my own success. See, this is this is me trying to rewire my brain. This is me trying to change the trajectory of my life. I have now told myself that what I am going to be obsessed with is my success. Is how I am going to be a success. It's not even how I am going to be. It's me being a successful person. I am going to be obsessed with being a successful person. I am going to be obsessed with aligning with myself, not just my goals, myself, who I really want to be deep down. Apart from the things that I want to have, it's also about the person that I want to become. After I realized all of these things that were the causes of what I did for the first 3 days, the self-loathing increased. I started to become so self-aware. And everything was becoming so clear to me. Everything was becoming so clear to me in the sense that I started realizing all of the terrible habits that I have that are stopping me from being who I want to be. Everything that I was thinking about, I decided I was just going to do them. I am not I am not going to be caught being the thorn in my own path. I am not going to be thorn doubting God's plans. So I decided that everything that I want to do, everything that I have in my head that I want to do, I am going to do them. I decided to start the community that I had been thinking about for a while. I decided to start Lost and Found, Alhamdulillah. And as you can see it, I'm here making my first YouTube video that I thought about making during those 2 weeks. So after going through that for the first 3 days of my 2 week break, I spent the rest of those 2 weeks trying to think about the person I've always wanted to be. So I wrote down the attributes and the habits of the woman I want to become. Not just the things that I want to have, but the woman that I want to become, the character that I want to embody. I wrote it down for the sake of reading it to myself every morning. Every morning when I wake up, I want to read it to myself. I want to remind myself that this is who I am. Not who I want to be, oh, who I am. Because when you hear something so much, even if it is difficult for you to believe at the first time you hear it, the second time you hear it, it is difficult for you to believe because it is not what you would normally think of. If you hear it repeatedly, if you listen to it repeatedly, it is bound to stick with you. When I read it to myself every day that I don't sleep after Fajr. When I read it to myself every day that I trust Allah's plans. When I read it to myself every single day that I am a successful person, at some point I will start to believe it. I used to think that I knew who I was, that I knew myself, that I could say that I had a good relationship with myself. But during these 2 weeks, I realized that a lot of times, I am the reason for my own setbacks. I am the reason for my own failure. I am the reason for my own doubts and worries and everything. Before I deleted Instagram and TikTok, it felt like a part of my brain was rotting, as if it was being eaten up. That was exactly how it felt. Like it was something was chirping away at it. And in that process, I felt like I was becoming somebody I did not like. I realized that I was having all of these habits that I don't like. I don't feel good about myself. I wake up in the morning and I'm just there like, why am I like this? Why is my life like this? Why is everything like this? I was so sad. I was so depressed. I was having identity crisis. I am still having the identity crisis. But during that time, it just felt like I can't explain it. I cannot explain it except you've experienced this. That is how you would understand what I'm saying. During those 2 weeks, I realized just how much my brain had been altered because of all of these causes, because of the fact that I was spending so much time with other people, with the fact that I was not spending enough time with myself, with the fact that I have the tendency to adopt other people's habits even when they don't serve me. I was struggling so much and I did not feel like I could tell anybody about it because I didn't think that they would understand. So I kept it to myself and I just told God. He was the only one I was able to talk to freely, that he would never judge you and he always wants to listen to you and everything. So I just told him and I prayed to him. And I feel like me having all of those reflections, me thinking about all these things, is my prayer being answered, because I prayed to him that I want to be a successful person. And being successful in my own terms is not just about having a lot of money. Having a lot of money is very involved, though. It is very, very involved. But I need to feel fulfilled. I need to feel it so deep inside me that, yeah, I have a purpose. But during all of those time, I did not feel like I was purposeful. I felt so aimless. I kept asking myself, what is the point of doing this? What is the point of making content? What is the point of applying for this job? What is the point of sitting here and making user generated content? What is the point of going around and trying to find what I want to do in my future? What is the point? What is the point of this? What is the point of that? What is the point of everything? I felt like I didn't have any purpose. So I decided that I need some time alone. I packed my bags and I came to school. I had actually already downloaded Instagram and TikTok back when I came to school, and after I downloaded them back, I asked myself what drew me to it so much. I didn't miss anything. I didn't miss anything. Like it did, um, I didn't miss anything. As I came back to school, I realized that what I really needed was to connect with myself. I really needed to connect with myself. I really needed to switch my habits. I really needed to connect with God. I really needed peace and tranquility and direction. I needed so many things. After I came back to school, I stayed away from social media. Right now, I am staying away from social media. I only use social media for about 1.5 hour, 2 hours, because like I'm posting content for lost and found. And so I only come online when I want to make something for lost and found. I don't want to be distracted. I want to connect with myself so deeply that I know that, oh, I am on the right path. Oh, I am doing the right thing. And I am telling you that if I had not deleted Instagram and TikTok for 2 weeks, if I had continued letting my brain just rot like that, I would not have had all of these realizations, all of these reflections. So I am taking these reflections, I am taking the things that I have noticed about myself, the things that I realized are going to the things that I realized are not serving me, I am going to X them out of my life, and I am going to check the things that are going to help me become a better version of myself. So right now I am doing the inner work more. I am praying more, I'm fasting more, I'm connected to God more. I do more religious activities, I do more creative activities. I do a lot of thinking, I spend time with myself, and I try to go back to the habits that I enjoy, like watching K-drama. I watched K-drama for like 2 hours yesterday. Even right now, my friends think it's so weird that I have so many K dramas on my phone that they've given to me, but I have not watched. I'm usually the one that gives people K dramas, but now they are giving me K dramas. They're like, "Oh, have you seen Buried Hearts?" And I'm like, "No, I've not seen Buried Hearts." And they're like, "That is a violation. What do you mean you haven't seen Buried Hearts?" Because well, I would usually have seen these movies. I just wasn't myself. I wasn't myself. I felt so down. I felt so depressed. I felt so. I I can't explain it. I just I just did not like who I was. I need to do better. I need to be better. And I would really not have had all of these thoughts if I did not strip away the distraction of 60-second videos, if I did not try to stay by myself, if I allowed other people's thoughts, other people's beliefs, and other people's words get into my head. As I have noticed these three causes, I am pleading with you to please, if you feel distracted, if you feel in yourself that everything is not making sense, that you do not like your life, if you are self-loathing, if you just want your life to be better, please strip away the distraction of 60-second videos. I'm not kidding, because the thing is, I realized that I am a creator. Like, I am a creator. Why am I consuming so much? And I'm not even creating anything. It's not because I consume bad content. I don't consume bad content. But as I consumed, it is not the content itself, it is the activity of consuming that made me feel like something was chipping at my brain. It made me feel like something was taking away who I am. Something was taking away my being. It was not about the content. It was about the fact that I was allowing myself to fall into that trap. That activity, I have realized that it was a result of me always running away from myself. It is a result of me not wanting to do the hard things, the difficult things that would get me to where I am, because I am reluctant to let go of the comfort in this zone. But if the comfort is causing me so much depression, if that comfort is causing me so much sadness, if that comfort is making me feel so terrible about myself, then what is the point of the comfort? What is the point of the damn comfort? Why can't I just let go of it? This comfort is not even giving me, it's not giving me the vibes, it's not giving me the money that I want, it's not giving me the life that I want, it's not giving me the relationship with God that I want, it is not giving me the fulfillment that I want for myself. So why am I holding on to this comfort so much? What is the point of holding on to this comfort so much? So I decided I'm going to be offline more. I'm going to spend more time with myself. I'm going to spend more time with God. I'm going to build lost and found because I truly want to. I am going to make my own content also because I want to. I am going to start a YouTube channel because I want to. Because I cannot stop thinking about all of these things. These thoughts are swimming in my head, and I am just there like I'm not doing anything about them. What do I get out of being like that? Nothing. I get nothing out of being like that. And these are reflections that I am going to hold in my right hand. Sorry, in my left hand, so I don't eat with it. Like they say in Yoruba, I don't eat with it. I would hold these reflections with my left hand because I need to stick to them. I need to remind myself that I thrive when I'm alone. I need to remind myself that I have the tendency to adopt other people's habits. I need to hold on to my relationship with God. And that I also need to build new habits. I need to stop sleeping after Fajr. I need to go to bed early. I need to stop doubting myself so much. I need to stop overthinking. I need to trust in God's plans and His timing. I need to pray to God more. I need to fast more. I need to be more emotionally intelligent. I need to create more. I need to reflect more. I need to write more. I need to become better because I want to feel better about myself. That is my mission. That is my goal. Like that is the point of the things that I want to do. That is the point of who I want to become. I need to feel so good about myself. I need to feel good about the life that I have built for myself. I can't keep feeling like this. I cannot keep feeling like this. And I am telling you that after I internalized all of these reflections, after I sat down and took responsibility and I told myself that, oh, I am the cause of my own problems, I'm going to tell you that half, 1/2 of the way that I used to feel is like it's gone. It's gone because I have taken responsibility. I am not trying to blame anybody that, oh, it is because of the content that this person posted, or oh, it is because this person invited me to their house, or oh, it is because, oh, my lecturers are canceling classes, it is because of this, it is because of that. No, I'm not doing any of that anymore. I am happy to say that I have started Lost and Found. I have I have posted for a week for Lost and Found. And by the time I will be posting this YouTube video, I would have posted for 2 weeks already or 3 weeks. Who knows? I don't know when I'm going to edit and post this. I am happy to say that I have worked on my content, on my personal content. I am happy to say that I feel so much better about myself. I am happy to say that I have been praying more. I am happy to say that I have been working to build better habits. I'm happy to say that I have not slept after Fajr for 2 days. Alhamdulillah. I'm telling you that that is an achievement for me, not sleeping after Fajr. I'm happy to say that ever since I did all this, I have been sleeping between 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. Normally, I would sleep 3 a.m., I would sleep 4 a.m., but no, I don't do that anymore. And I'm happy to say that I have been praying tahajjud. I've been praying tahajjud like my life depends on it because it does. I've been praying tahajjud. I have been building better habits. I've been becoming a better person. The point of me telling you to delete Instagram and TikTok is to have a better life, is to feel so much better about yourself. If you are thinking that you are going to miss out on so much, oh my god, this person is getting married, I'm going to miss out. When you come back there, the video is going to be there. The video is going to be there. Whatever it is that you think that you're going to miss out on, you are going to meet it there when you come back there. It's going to be there. It's not going anywhere. It's social media. But you can really only achieve your success and your peace when you give yourself the time and the space to build a relationship with yourself. You build a relationship with yourself so deep that even when you're around other people, you are not influenced by their thoughts, by their actions, by their words. That is who I am trying to be. That is who I want to be. And that is what I have been working on for the past week. I think it's been a month now since I deleted social media. It has been a month. I want you to connect with yourself in complete silence. Silence other people's thoughts, other people's words, other people's actions, other people's beliefs. Silence everything and sit with yourself, evaluate yourself, recognize your bad habits, recognize the role that you play in your own misery. Recognize all of those things, write them down, and tell yourself that I will not be doing this again. Not just because I want to have $1 million, but because I do not want to disappoint myself, but because I do not want to look back at my life and be like, oh my God, I should have done this at that age, or oh my God, I should have done that at that age. You don't want to feel like that. You really do not want to feel like that. And don't get me wrong, I have money goals, I have financial goals, but I know myself and I know that I am not going to enjoy these finances if I do not have these other things. And from watching successful people, I have realized that when you work on yourself, the things that you are looking for will look for you. I'm looking for money. Oh. I'm looking for money like mad. I'm looking for money, but I am also looking for a relationship with God. I am also looking for a relationship with myself that connects deep within me. Because when you build yourself to become this person, even if you lose all of your money, even if you lose all of your property, you have a relationship with God. So you know how to go back to Him, to talk to Him, to find comfort in Him. That is how I want my life. I don't want my life to depend on material things. This is going to make me sound like kinikon or kinikon, but I don't care. I do not want my life to depend on material things. I want to have material things, but I do not want my life to depend on material things. I hope with these few points of mine, I have been able to convince you and not confuse you to delete Instagram and TikTok for a while so that you can connect with yourself, so that you can speak to yourself, so that you can speak to God. Thank you for sitting with me in my little corner. If this message resonated with you, if this video made you go, oh my God, I needed to hear that, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you for sitting with me in my little corner. See you in my next video.